We arrive at Mount Perry, approximately 100 kilometres west-northwest of Bundaberg, and head to the top of the range to Fig Tree Camp, our home for the next 2 days. After meeting our hosts Dave and Karen, we quickly set up camp on the spacious campgrounds of Fig Tree. Hey there folks, welcome to another episode of Gold, Gems, Treasure and Fish. I'm Darren and Robin, well she's ahead of me already fossicking. Here at Fig Tree Camp, Mount Perry. Beautiful spot. Unfortunately, in the last month I've had 900 mils of rain and 90 mils last night. It's about 30 degrees or so, very, very humid. And we couldn't get the truck here. The truck, well, she's 2.5 kilometres that way. Yeah, we got her bogged, so it's a walk in and walk out. Here we go to do some fossicking on the old Normanby lode, which is the lode the old timers worked here back in around the 1900s era. Okay, let's see. Just getting there folks, here we are. Walking down onto it now. Robin's ahead of me. She's always first in to find all the gems. And here we are. This is at the back of the property. This is the last prospect. And off to the left, you may see just through the bushes there, the mine's spread that way for about another 500 metres. Anyway, no waiting, straight into it. Got to get me some gold. Folks, been going about 2 hours now. I spent an hour on the Equinox, an hour on the SDC, and I've just went back to the Equinox, found our first signal. Let's have a look at this. Now, here at the Normanby lode, it's a hard rock mine. So what we're trying to find is basically the gold in the quartz. So we're looking for little species. Might have some here. It's in the right sort of rock. I'll just turn these headphones off for a minute so you can hear it. Have a look at that. Yeah, back to me quickly. Okay, see that folks? Nothing around it. Look at the rock. Right on that corner. Just coming up a number 1 on the screen. About 1 to 5 is what we want. There's a little bit of a signal there. It seems to... None on this side of the rock. Or where the schist joins the quartz there. We'll have a look. We'll pick it up. We'll have a look. Now, can't really see much there. There's a bit of copper mineralisation. Hopefully this is not just a bit of raw copper. It shouldn't go off on the carbonate. That's a bit of azurite there. And it's in through there. But hopefully there's a bit of gold mineralisation in here. This Normanby lode was both a copper and a gold lode. So, yeah, let's hope there's something in it. We'll have to crush it later. I can't see anything to the naked eye here. So we'll take that back and crush it. Yeah, plenty of old stuff left over from a time long gone by. Hey folks, I'll just show you a target I just dug. Coming up 1 on the Equinox. This is the target down here. Definitely a bit of copper on it. Very dirty rock. I'll clean that up, but that's coming up a solid 1. So we might have to crush it or clean it up and have a look when we get back. There's another one. Another one for the Knox. And Robin doesn't really like gold detecting much, but she sure likes looking for the gems. There she goes. I'll catch up with her later. pyrite mineralisation through those calcite rocks. Pyrite mineralisation through the calcite rocks. There's the rock I just tipped over there. See the mineralisation in there? Sulphur, line like that. Tipped it up on its side there. And folks, this is what the Knox is saying. Nothing there, nothing there. Right there on that edge. Solid one. Folks, we'll be taking that back for a crush, that's for certain. Only been out half an hour. I found another one up there, I'll show you later. But that's a definite one on that rock there. It's a nice little signal. Have a look at the mineralisation in that. Nice little crystals on top. So that's a bit of quartz in the calcite. And plenty of pyrite in there as well. And some iron staining on the back. No short. Show us, what have you found? Wow, what's that nice little quartz specie? Yeah, just tilt that so the camera can get it. Yeah.
Tiny little ones at the very, can you see the ones at the...
Yeah, there's tiny ones and big ones. Well, the fun of gem hunting is set in, and I decide I better join in too. And the gems keep coming. Malachite, azurite. Just turn over a couple of rocks and there's more. Quartz twin. A bit more searching, a bit more looking. And it doesn't take long. Quartz specie. And they just keep coming. Try to film this pyrite mineralisation for you. And a good quartz / calcite specimen beside it. Crystals through it. Have a look at the pyrite through that. Here at Towns Creek, running through the middle of Fig Tree Camp property. We've had plenty of rain, so nice little creek. And Gold Gem Treasure and Fish are going down to see if we can pull a bit of gold out of the creek for you. Trying to get right to the bottom down here in this little crack. As you can see, water comes down over there when it's in flood. This is doesn't get trapped by that rock there behind there. It'll come down over here, and any heavy should fall into this big gap here. That's all theory, of course. We'll have to see how we go when we've cleaned it all out. But I'm going to clean this out thoroughly. I'm going to get in there and clean every last bit of it out. I've got all the tools here. When I'm finished, I'm going to classify it, get all the big rocks out, get it down to small rocks, and then I'm going to feed it through the little tiny river sluice there we got set up ready to go. Okay folks, well I've got the, I'll say it right this time, the quarter and the 8th sieve, which is a little, I'll put them on top of my bucket here. What we're going to do first, before I use the river sluice, I'm going to get some concentrates. Now you would have seen me, I've been digging that little crack down there. I've got a pan full of stuff. I'm going to sieve it through there, and we're just going to keep digging, getting as much material out of that crack until we've got half a bucket full. When we've got half a bucket full, we'll put it through the river sluice and see if we've got anything. Working nicely. You see the materials. The lights are all clear themselves. You can see the materials bouncing around behind the ripples. And of course it's started to rain, so yeah, getting a bit wet, but still about 30 degrees here, so it's beautiful. And what a gorgeous little creek this is. Okay, well we'll put it in. The lights seem to have cleared themselves, so we'll have a look at what's in the sluice pan, and we'll pan it off and see if there's anything back in the pan. That'll be plenty enough for us to have a look. Well, look back and see what sort of heavies we got, and if we got any of the yellow stuff. And just as it starts to pour down rain during the reveal, here's some yellow stuff. This goes to show how good the Equinox actually can be. Now, I'm going to put a little pointer to this. When I get it out of film, but there's little bits of gold on the edge of the rock. Now they're tiny bits, and that's what the Equinox is capable of doing. Finding gold, specimen gold in rock, right down to those tiny little amounts. Now I've got several rocks here to do today. They all come up the one on the VDI, and I was using multi this time, which I don't usually use. There was a reason for that, which I'll explain later. But mostly was so I could use the visual ID, because it's an area here where we're on a granitic bottom, not an iron, high iron content bottom, and we're able to use the discrimination of the Equinox to help find targets, and this is how good the machine is. And it's a great area here at Mount Perry. Now both these rocks gave off the same signal. Now that one, as I've showed you, has got the gold in it. I come down here to this one. Now this was giving off the same signal, and I've searched through it, and I've got the Mighty Falcon gold tracker here, and 300 kilohertz, and it really does show where the fine gold is. And unfortunately, that pyrite mineralization up there was also, although it doesn't usually, it was also giving a signal of the exact same that the gold showed up in that rock above. But anyway, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's not to say there wasn't gold traveling in the pyrite, and there was enough of it in one clump there that's what the machine was going off on, because the machine's not going off on the pyrite. So I don't know, but anyway, if it's that small that it's broken up now and the Falcon Gold Tracker can't find it, we're probably not even going to see it with our eyes anyway. We still have two other rocks to look at. We've got to look at this one. We found they're detecting. Now all the mineralisation is in this area here. I don't know about this one. Maybe they're false signals here, but it did come up a solid one. And this very heavy rock, malachite on the outside of it, so some copper carbonate, and it weighs quite a bit, so we'll see how we go with that as well. But yeah, I'm going to pull them apart slowly and maybe have a bit of a crush and see if we can get any gold out of them. Unfortunately, as the sun sets at Mount Perry on our camp here, it's time for us to consider going. Beautiful sunset. Great time here at Fig Tree Camp Mount Perry. Our hosts, Dave and Karen, Very helpful. Beautiful property. And we'll be back again. For now, like, share and subscribe. And have a look at the golden gem pawn that's on the end of this video. Till next time, bye for now.